Torrential rain producing thunderstorms rumbling across the area, increasing our flash flood threat. The very latest is on the way.
Now our primary concern is the house going to fall in the hole.
A family is in shock after a large sinkhole forms close to their house.
Close to $15,000 worth of equipment and items stolen from a Lexington business last night.
WKYT News starts now with First Alert Weather.
Here we go again, another day, another round of storms. Heavy rain is already causing some problems in some areas.
For example, this video was just sent to us from Becky in Richmond. It was taken in the Ballard Drive area. The flood threat expected to increase as we go into the night, overnight as well. Let's begin our First Alert Severe Weather Day coverage with WKYT's Chief Meteorologist, Chris Bailey. Chris.
And guys, that is not where a creek is supposed to be there between those two buildings. But yeah, we're getting so much rain falling on in a short amount of time on a saturated ground that it does not take much to cause some at least stream and street flooding. For that reason, it's a flood watch that is out for much of central and eastern Kentucky, and the heavy rains are now approaching parts of central Kentucky. We're really going to concentrate on that area from Madison County back into Garrett County, Lincoln County, Boyle County, Anderson, Mercer, and toward the Campbellsville and Liberty areas, because you've already had some heavy rains over the past couple of hours. You were seeing that video coming out of Richmond. Heavy rain on top of Campbellsville. North of the Columbia area, this is heading into downtown Liberty, and it's picking up a little bit, noticing more lightning than what I was seeing on that 15 minutes or so ago. Dunville getting in on some very heavy rains. Folks traveling 49 here, down 127, raining to beat the band. Watch the creeks and streams, maybe a little pea-sized hill. Stanford Dew, Crab Orchard, heavy rain. Heavy rain beginning to subside a little bit for now here into Richmond and Berea. Lexington, we've been dodging most of the rain, little light stuff here or there. Thunderstorm right into the southeastern corner of Bourbon County, heading toward northern Montgomery County. Strong thunderstorm here. Got a report of some at least water across part of the Mountain Parkway between Campton and Sagersville just a moment ago on Twitter. This coming out of southeastern Kentucky with that very strong thunderstorm. One little storm on top of Corbin as well. Main threat as we go through the evening. Again, much lower for severe weather than what we've had the past few evenings. But guys, the ground is saturated. Flood threat is elevated for at least the next 3 to 4 hours across central and eastern Kentucky.
Chris, thank you. And as we've seen many times, including this week, severe weather can cause a lot of property damage. But a central Kentucky family was in shock when they discovered that part of their front yard had collapsed.
Take a look. The family says this sinkhole, which formed yesterday, is getting bigger, and they're concerned it may put their home in jeopardy. WKYT's Phil Pendleton talked to the family about their unusual problem. He continues our First Alert Weather Team coverage in Garrett County.
You can hear water dripping down the large hole beside the home on Fork Church Road in western Garrett County.
It's very dangerous, so I mean, we're joking about it, but it is serious.
Willa Berryman says her daughter and her family discovered the large hole Wednesday.
We were all standing out here and just started hearing a bunch of booming and things falling. The dirt falling in.
The ground opened up, but since then,
It's done a lot farther back.
Yeah, we could. That's what I'm saying about the tunnel. It's tunneled through there.
and every few moments you can hear something break away and then a large splash of water as the ground here continues to collapse, making the sinkhole bigger. They believe it's getting deeper too and is at least 30 feet deep now. At the bottom it looks like a cave with possibly an underground stream. They question if that flows in the nearby Lake Harrington.
Now our primary concern is the house going to fall in the hole.
So far there's no damage to the house, but the Berrymans are concerned since their young granddaughter's room is closest to that hole. In Garrett County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
The Garrett County Road Department was inspecting the hole today since it appears that part of it is under or near Fork Church Road.
And last night's storms closed a stretch of highway in Floyd County after causing rocks to fall into the road. Rocks and mud were sliding off the mountain near the northbound lanes of US 23. The road is closed from Davidson Memorial Cemetery to the post office. Crews working to clear the road today are concerned that the next round of rain could bring down bigger pieces.
Material is still breaking loose at times, and with the forecast of rain, we're concerned about once additional rain saturates the ground even further, that more and larger amounts of material may come down at that time.
Drivers can use a marked detour on Kentucky 1426. No word on when the rest of the road will open. Officials say it will stay closed through tonight. Keep up with the latest weather news with the WKYT weather app. You can download it for free on the App Store or Google Play.
Firefighters say an early morning fire that destroyed a home proved difficult to put out. Our county-by-county coverage at 5:30 begins in Lincoln County. The fire started about 4 this morning on Dar Street in Stanford. Both Stanford and Lincoln County fire stations were called in to help. No one was inside the home when it caught fire, and firefighters say they don't know if anyone lives there.
This has been a very difficult fire to put out. The house, of course, is an older house. It has 3 different roofs on it, 2 shingle roofs, 1 metal roof, a couple ceilings.
Dar Street had to be closed to traffic while firefighters put out that fire. In Rowan County, we have some new details on the investigation into a deadly crash. 23-year-old Sarah Cottle died May 1st after another car crashed into hers on Highway 32. The driver of that car, Sabra McCarthy, was reportedly driving under the influence, according to an arrest citation. She's been charged with murder and wanton endangerment.
Drivers in Kentucky now have a new way to renew their license plates. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet has launched a new online application that allows drivers to renew standard, specialty, and personalized Kentucky license plates. And you can even register from your mobile phone. Now, once completed, renewed registration credentials are mailed to the driver's current address. Very, very handy.
Yeah, easy.
Yes. The Charm Life Tattoo Shop has been located on North Limestone here in Lexington since about 2003, but the owners say what happened last night was a first for their business and not in a good way.
Sabir Rayford has more from Lexington in a story that's new for you at 5:30.
They cleaned him out. That was completely full of ink.
It's a call they never wanted to get.
I woke up to Alicia telling me that somebody had messaged her the shop had been broken into.
Got all my needles.
And then all that is just filled with needles and stuff, and then they didn't touch that because it's cheap.
The Charm Life Tattoo Shop was broken into last night, and they say close to $15,000 worth of equipment and personal items were stolen. And now they are left picking up the pieces.
It's bad. They got a lot of the machines and tubes, needles, inks, power supplies that we all use.
The owner says the most unusual part is that they did not use that door to leave. Instead, they carried all of the stolen equipment out of this window right here.
We're not dealing with geniuses, so hopefully it'll be something will turn up.
The shop has been located on North Limestone since 2003, and this is the first time the shop has been broken into. Owner of the building and the creator of North Limestone Neighborhood Association, Marty Clifford, says no matter what, they are still a community.
This is usually a really good community, a great community. Very rarely do we have incidences like this happen here in the neighborhood. And so we don't want that to deter people from coming down.
For now, the shop hopes to get things back to normal as soon as possible.
Later today just to do it. You know, you're not going to keep me down. I would say by Monday we will be full operation.
In Lexington, Sabir Rayford, WKYT.
And members of the community have started a GoFundMe page for that shop. You can find a link on our website. Just head over to WKYT.com.
The last few days are a very important reminder the weather in May can be stormy and cause damage. Our good question tonight, how are straight line winds different from a tornado? Tornadoes like this one in the Mayfield area this week attract a lot of attention with good reason. You can actually see the winds destroying property. Well, tornadoes can be deadly, but so can straight line winds. Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey says that tornadoes are more concentrated when they're on the ground, and the wind circulates, of course. Straight line winds cover a much broader area, and in fact, can be more damaging than a weak tornado. Straight line winds can hit 100 miles per hour. Think about that. So even an anchored mobile home could be destroyed. The damage path of straight line winds can stretch hundreds of miles. Bottom line, just because there's no tornado on the ground does not mean you can lower your guard during stormy weather. To submit a good question, send an email to goodquestion@wkyt.com.
A standoff in central Kentucky ends with gunfire. The latest on what happened today in Versailles coming up in about 10 minutes here on WKYT.
I'm Bill Bryant. Former President Bill Clinton presses Kentucky Democrats hard to support his wife for the White House. And Kentucky Senator Mitch McConnell among the powerful Republicans who met with Donald Trump today. The bottom line is ahead.
And later, why dialing 911 from your cell phone can make it hard for dispatchers to find out exactly where you're calling from. A WKYT investigation ahead at 6 o'clock.
Strong thunderstorms continue to rumble across the area, but it's the flood threat that is higher than the actual severe weather threat. I'll show you why in a moment.
Visit our fireplace showroom or shop online at barnhillchimney.com.
Here's a fun way to control your luck. It's a game called Keno. You can start with $1. You pick your numbers, your odds, and your wager. And the winnings, well, they could be major. Just pick your numbers and hope you win. A few minutes later, you can play it again. Now play Keno wherever Kentucky Lottery games are sold.
Thanks for testing our new car service today.
Of course.
Our service is a little bit different.
Okay.
Since we traveled 5.1 miles and this car offers an EPA estimated 37 miles per gallon highway, your total is 31 cents.
What?
The all-new 2016 Chevy Malibu LT.
Current qualified GM lessees can get this all-new 2016 Chevy Malibu LT for around $199 a month, or find your tag and get $2,000 on this Chevy Malibu LT. See your Kentucky Select Chevy dealers.
Raise your hand if you haven't been to the dentist in over a year. I'm coming to you. Aspen Dental wants to make it as easy as possible to get to the dentist. They have something that will make the exam cheaper than that drink in your hand. Bam. Why don't you get on a group text to make sure that you all go? What day did you say?
Thursday anytime.
You're in Thursday at any time.
That was pretty easy.
No insurance? Get a free new patient exam and x-rays.
My work is done here.
Dentistry's never been easier. Call 1-800-ASPEN Dental.
This new Sonic lemonade's great, huh? Strawberry, blue raspberry.
I can't believe they set that lemonade stand up right across the street.
Who is?
Oh, she saw me. Great.
Why does that matter?
Because I'm scoping out the competition for Sonic.
Those cute little kids selling lemonade. What's the big deal?
Real cute until they take your lemonade stand by force.
That was your lemonade stand?
Yeah, feels like yesterday they did it.
When did it happen?
Yesterday.
Iced or frozen, our ultimate lemonades can't be beat. Also, get half-price shakes after 8 p.m. and a free slush when you download the new Sonic app.
Ram's continued leadership is eye-opening. Like Ram 3500 with the best towing, best torque, the best payload, and Ram 1500 with the best fuel economy. It's no wonder more people are driving Ram trucks than ever before. Join us now during the Ram Drive and Discover event. Returning FCA U.S. lessees financing at $10,500 in total values on the purchase of a 2016 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab.
At Hair Win, we've been helping people for 125 years.
If you've been injured in a life-changing accident, we can help.
Contact us at helpingkentucky.com.
Hair Win. Visit helpingkentucky.com.
Before contemplating the many choices on Steak and Shake's $4 menu, one must calm the mind in our Zen garden. Focus. The garlic double steak burger meal. Reflect. The taco salad meal. Zen. The original double and cheese steak burger meal. Oh!
The $4 menu, where all meals are under $4 at Steak and Shake.
WKYT First Alert Severe Weather Day. Good news right now, no active warnings across the area. Flood advisories are out for parts of central Kentucky as we have heavy rain producing thunderstorms that continue to rumble across the area. Saturated ground. We've picked up 4, 5, 6 inches of rain in some areas since Saturday. So the ground cannot hold a whole lot more. Spin in the atmosphere back to the west. Small scale area of low pressure out ahead of that where you're getting the air to rise. That's where we're seeing the showers and the thunderstorms. Lexington Metro, we've had some stuff, but give it another half hour to an hour and it's going to really open up on us. So if you're out at a baseball game, softball game, just outside right now, yeah, you're kind of walking on borrowed time. Strong thunderstorm here across parts of Casey County, and this is working its way on through. It's increasing a little bit, may have some 40-mile-per-hour gusts heading toward the 127 corridor here from Casey County just to the north into the western part of Lincoln County around the Houstonville area. Stanford, Back to our west, that's where the strongest part of the storm is. Stanford, we're kind of sandwiched in between Lancaster and most of Garrett County with some heavy rains. Watch that little storm as it works its way toward Richmond, where we've had some stream and some street flooding already. Lexington, just a few light showers. Thunderstorm slowly moving here across southeastern parts of Bourbon County, southern sections of Nicholas County, right on the northern tip of Montgomery County, north of Mount Sterling, north of 64. Nice little line of thunderstorms here. West Liberty down just to the north of Jackson. That's working its way across the Mountain Parkway corridor. Scattered storms here across southern parts of Kentucky as well. The true severe thunderstorm threat is very low. It's marginal risk, according to the Storm Prediction Center. That is the lowest risk you can get. I agree with that one. While we may see a warning pop from one of these storms, not anticipating widespread stuff. Hour by hour forecast. Tomorrow, cooler in the morning. Nice into the afternoon, though. 70 degrees, partly sunny skies. Should hit the low 70s where you live. So nothing tomorrow. A shower or hail-producing thunderstorm Saturday morning. Then it's chilly. I've got Sunday in a risk area for frost. Nothing coming from the skies, but we may wake up, if we can get the winds to calm down a little bit Sunday morning, to a touch of frost. Short term, it's all about the heavy rainfall potential into central and eastern Kentucky. That's why we have that flood watch that is out for many of us. Those storms that are racing through here can put down some local 1 to 2 inch rainfall. Good news about this. By 11 or 12 tonight, the threat is pretty much over. We're seeing that working its way toward the east. Better day on Friday. Tomorrow's the day to get out and mow the lawns. Yes, the weekend for the most part will be okay. But early in the day to start things out, a hail-producing shower or a thunderstorm on Saturday. And Saturday will likely see temperatures stay in the upper 50s on a day that should feature the 70s this time of year. 35 when you wake up Sunday morning. Green thumbs, no. Early next week, thunderstorms are back. So enjoy your frosty break this weekend, guys.
It's not raining on a former president who's walking the streets of Lexington right now. So I bet he's glad Bill Clinton didn't have to use his umbrella.
Yeah, no umbrellas yet in Lexington. They timed it well because in about an hour from now, the thunderstorms will be moving into Lexington.
All right, Chris, thank you. Top Republicans met with their party's presumptive nominee today.
And a former president back in the bluegrass, as we just mentioned. Bill Bryant has more in today's Bottom Line.
Good evening. 5 days before the Kentucky primary, final preparations are underway for county clerks and the State Board of Elections, and the campaigns are out there looking for votes. Former President Bill Clinton is back in Kentucky, pushing Democrats to back his wife Hillary on Tuesday. It appears she has a lock on the Democratic nomination, but the Clinton campaign is leaving nothing to chance. Meanwhile, Bernie Sanders continues to work for votes in the remaining states, and Sanders insists he could still emerge as the Democratic nominee. But most observers say Sanders at this point is playing for a strong say in the Democratic platform. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell was among those who met with Donald Trump today during the Republican presidential frontrunner's whirlwind trip to Washington. Trump also met with House Speaker Paul Ryan and the head of the Republican National Committee, who said things went well. The longest-serving Republican U.S. Senator Orrin Hatch says he will support Trump, but he says he also told him to tone it down. Hatch says Trump needs to act in a manner worthy of a nominee. In this rough and tumble political year, there's a list of approval ratings out for governors around the country. A Morning Consult survey taken among 66,000 people looked at attitudes toward all of the chief executives in all 50 states. It pegged Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin's approval at 33%, with 48% indicating disapproval. Some Kentucky Democrats took aim at Bevin today, circulating the unscientific poll on social media. There are 8 governors with lower rankings, including Michigan's Rick Snyder, whose approval is just 26% after the water crisis in Flint. Another Republican, Tennessee's Bill Haslam, has one of the highest approval rates at 63%. A primary preview on this weekend's edition of Kentucky Newsmakers, who will get some perspectives heading into the Tuesday vote. That's coming up Sunday morning. For now, Bill Bryant, WKYT.
We've learned a man who shot himself during a standoff with officers has died.
Police say that 89-year-old William McDaniel barricaded himself in a home on Amston Avenue before this morning's shooting. He was rushed to a hospital where we understand he later died. In Taylor County, the search for a missing woman ends with a tragic discovery. Carla Monday's family reported her missing after she didn't show up to work on Tuesday. State police searched the route she takes to work, where they found her body and her car. State police say that Monday died after her car crashed off an embankment that was difficult to see from the road.
The NBA Combine getting underway in Chicago.
And Kentucky well represented. Tyler Eulis, Marcus Lee, Scala Sierra, and Jamal Murray all up in the Windy City. Eulis going through some of the agility drills for NBA scouts late this afternoon. We'll bring you up to date on the Combine next in sports.
CBS Tonight. Everyone's excited about the biggest season finale of the year.
Isn't this nice?
And for the first time ever, meet Leonard's dad.
Hello, my hateful shrew. Hello to you, you wrinkled old...
It's the big bang you can't miss.
All right, now I'm starting to sense a little tension.
Then only one thing stands between Oscar and his new love.
Mommy, I don't feel good.
This guy.
I'm not sick.
A new odd couple after the Big Bang season finale. CBS Tonight.
Kentucky Lottery jackpot sequence has been initiated. Prepare for current jackpot amount.
Friday's Mega Millions jackpot is $161 million.
Shelter Insurance has covered a lot of miles and a lot of cars and drivers since 1946. We like knowing we have you covered, so you can just sit back and enjoy the ride. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Mr. Lover. Now Mr. Lover. She call me Mr. Bombastic. Tell me fantastic. Touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Romantic. Fantastic. Touch me on me back, she says
you live life your way.
Smooth.
We can help you retire your way too. Financial guidance while you're mastering life. From Chase, so you can.
Thanks for coming today. I want each of you to grab a 2x8 and cut it. You'll have 2 saws to choose from. You all chose the best tool for the job. Wouldn't it make sense to make the same choice when it comes to your truck?
Absolutely.
This is the 2016 Chevy Silverado.
Nice.
A good-looking pickup.
Incredible. I love it.
Find your tag and get a total value of $9,000 on this Silverado Double Cab All-Star. See your Kentucky Select Chevy dealers.
Hancock & More is the #1 leather line in the United States, and Lexington Furniture is having the biggest leather event of the year during the Hancock & More Leather Sale. Lexington Furniture recently bought the entire factory showroom at Hancock & More, which means huge savings for you. Save up to 60% off regular retail prices on the largest leather furniture selection in Central Kentucky. Don't miss the Hancock & More Leather Sale at Lexington Furniture. Premium leather without the premium price.
Getting more for your money is simpler than you might think. When you shop at Kroger, you get low prices throughout the store, weekly specials, great value from our quality brands, digital coupons, and even fuel points to help you save at the pump. No spin, just savings.
Treat your family to boneless pork loin for $1.59 a pound. And red seedless grapes are just $1.48 a pound. Great food, low prices at Kroger.
Get WKYT news and weather updates on Rewind 105.5.
NBA Combine beginning in Chicago. 63 players invited, including 4 Wildcats. Our Brent Carney is there.
Jamal Murray is a surefire lottery pick, and Scala Sierra's stock is on the rise. So both of those guys electing to skip all the on-court activities here in Chicago at the NBA Draft Combine. On the other hand, Tyler Eulis, Marcus Lee, both did get on the floor and competed in front of a sea of NBA executives.
You know, just make teams fall in love with me in their interviews, try to make sure I answer the questions correctly, and just, be honest as possible.
I think, with my versatility, that's going to help me a lot. I think as I would get stronger and bigger, I'll be able to, bang down low and do all that, which I expect to do in the next, 3 to 4 years.
Murray also electing to bypass the media availability portion here at the Combine. So any work or meetings he does here in Chicago will be done privately with NBA teams. Speaking of private workouts, Skal Labissière had one of those last night. It is drawing rave reviews. 7 feet tall, measuring just a shade under that, in fact, today, and showing off that shooting touch that we saw a little bit of last season. It appears that his decision to leave early after just 1 year is going to be a good one. In Chicago, Brent Carney, WKYT.
Thank you, Brent. As you said, Skal having that private workout, and afterwards, it looks like he's moving up in the draft. Steve Kyler of the NBA tweeted, "I do think it's time to move Skal back into the top 5 discussion." ESPN's Chad Ford tweeted, "Labissière reminds me a lot of a young Channing Frye. If he can do that in games, he's worthy of a top 10 pick. Kid has a silky jumper." And our friend Evan Daniels from Scout tweeting, "Source that watched Skal yesterday was unreal in workouts, not just terrific." Now, John Calipari will certainly have an eye on the Combine as his players look to improve their stock. Yesterday, Tyler Ulis measuring 5'8 3/4. Cal said he knows some teams will stay away.
There are teams that won't take Tyler because he's 5'9". What helped Tyler's position? Isaiah Thomas in Boston at 5'9", absolutely carried Boston. When he played well, they won. When he didn't play well, they lost. 5'9", a little sturdier, but Tyler, it helped him. So now, you know, any team that was afraid is going to give him a second look, and I think he's going to be fine.
And we get the official word on the Cats making a couple of trips up to New York for the upcoming season. Today it became official that the Cats will face Hofstra in the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, December 11. Doubleheader billed as the Brooklyn Hoops Winter Festival. Kentucky will also play Michigan State at Madison Square Garden. That game will be in November. That's sports. Back with much more from the Combine in the next half hour. Stay with us.